Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word, the podcast that explores the fascinating world of English vocabulary. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. Our word of the day is canal, a B2 level noun that means an artificial waterway constructed to allow the passage of boats or ships inland or to convey water for irrigation. So, a canal is basically a man-made river, built for transportation or to bring water to where it's needed. Think of it as a watery road, carefully designed and built by humans. In everyday language, we often hear about canals in the context of famous waterways, like the Panama Canal or the Suez Canal, which connect vast oceans and shorten travel distances. But canals can also be much smaller, used for irrigation and agriculture, or even as scenic waterways in cities. Now, let's delve into some synonyms for canal. A close synonym would be waterway. For example, the city's intricate waterway system allows for efficient transport of goods. Another synonym could be channel, though this can also refer to a natural passage of water. We can say, the engineering project created a new channel to divert the river's flow. A third synonym is ditch, particularly when referring to smaller canals used for irrigation. For instance, farmers rely on the irrigation ditch to water their crops during the dry season. Let's put these synonyms into action. Instead of saying the Panama Canal is a vital shipping route, we could say the Panama Waterway is a vital shipping route. Or, instead of the canal provided water to the fields, we could say the ditch provided water to the fields. Now, let's explore the opposite side of the vocabulary spectrum with antonyms. While it's difficult to find a direct antonym for canal, which is a specific type of waterway, we can think about terms that represent natural land formations that contrast with artificial waterways. One such term is land, representing the solid ground that a canal cuts through. For example, the canal dramatically altered the landscape, previously unbroken land. Another antonym, in a broader sense, could be natural watercourse, emphasizing a naturally formed river or stream as opposed to a man-made one. For instance, unlike the canal, the river followed a natural watercourse through the valley. Another possible antonym, focusing on the function of conveying water, is dam, since a dam obstructs the flow of water while a canal facilitates it. For example, the canal allowed water to flow freely while the dam controlled its release. Usage in everyday life. You might hear about canals in news reports about shipping, agriculture, or even urban planning. For example, a news story might discuss the impact of a drought on water levels in irrigation canals. In everyday conversation, you might hear someone say, "We took a boat trip along the canal and enjoyed the scenery." Or, "The city is planning to build a new canal to improve drainage." Here are some more examples of canal in sentences and phrases. The Venetian canals are famous for their gondolas. The Erie Canal played a crucial role in the development of the United States. The farmers depended on the canal for irrigation during the dry season. The city invested in upgrading its canal system to prevent flooding. The documentary explored the history of the Suez Canal and its impact on global trade. They built a small canal to connect the two lakes. Boats are a common sight on the canal during the summer months. The engineers faced significant challenges during the construction of the canal. The canal provided a vital link between the two industrial areas. The historic canal is now a popular tourist attraction. The water in the canal was surprisingly clear. The residents protested the plans to fill in the canal. The new canal greatly improved the efficiency of water transportation. The company used the canal to transport raw materials to the factory. The environmental impact of the canal construction was carefully assessed. In conclusion, canal is a B2 level noun that refers to an artificial waterway constructed for transportation or irrigation. We explored synonyms like waterway, channel, and ditch, and considered contrasting terms like land, natural watercourse, and dam. We also looked at how canal is used in everyday language and provided numerous example sentences. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode informative and enjoyable. Before we wrap up, I have a small request. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others find the show and allows us to continue bringing you more vocabulary-building content. And lastly, I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word canal and share it as a comment under this video. I can't wait to see what you come up with.